All right, we've got some tension brewing already. The lady's bored out of her mind after training, and she's throwing shade, asking if her sparring partner's even qualified anymore. Then she notices someone geared up in armor and drops the big question, "Where are you headed?" Something's definitely going down in the territory, and I'm hyped to find out what. Whoa. Plot twist incoming. This knight's been sent to patrol the Northwest Territory, and not just for a casual stroll, he's got to slay a beast. They're even saying it's a troublesome one, and sending a knight of this caliber means it's no small fry. What kind of monster are we dealing with here? And here's our boy Len, catching his breath with a big phew. He's reflecting on how it's been 3 whole years since he first leveled up. Man, that's a long grind. Let's see how far he's come since then. Check this out, Len Ashton, eldest son of the Ashton family, is rocking the demon sword summoning technique, now at level 2. He can summon one sword, gets a small physical boost with a bracelet, and at level 3, he'll duel wild and swords plus. His wood sword has some magic vibes. But Len's not happy, muttering to himself about how stagnant his growth feels. Is this frustration gonna push him to new heights or what? Len's being real with himself. He hasn't trained every day, stuck helping with farm work and winter prep, so his sword skills only creep up by 1 point at a time. Then, out of nowhere, a sweet voice chimes in with, "Oh my, the young master is up early today." Len just grins and says, "Good morning, grandmama." Wonder what's got him up so early. Something big on the horizon. Len's getting some props here. He's all shy, saying, "I'm flattered." But then hears his dad was hyping him up, claiming he'll be a top knight in the capital someday. They're about to head home when bam, someone spots Lord Baron's crew rolling in. Who are these guys, and what do they want? Lord Baron's people show up out of nowhere, all polite with a "Please pardon our sudden intrusion." Len's straight up confused, asking, "Why have you come to my village?" They brush it off with a casual, "Don't worry about it," but come on, that's super shady. What's their real deal? Alright, we're getting the lowdown on the power structure. Turns out the Baron's the big boss ruling this territory, and it's all tied up in this feudalism thing where every knight's got a higher up. Len's dad is one of the knights tasked by the Baron to protect the village, and Len's geeking out, seeing armored knights for the first time. But then he drops a bombshell. There's been huge damage from a beast nearby. What the heck happened out there? Things just got real. Multiple villages have been hit by a beast, and not just any beast, a critter type that's fast as the wind. There have been casualties, and even with patrols, they've got zero clues on this thing. Now they're asking for help to join a vigilance team to take it down, and someone's like, "Yo, what's its rank? Is it bad enough to need a full subjugation unit? Man, how dangerous is this creature?" Okay, let's break this down. A global org has ranked beasts by threat level, from S at the top to G at the bottom. They're guessing this beast is D rank, same as an early boss in some game, and get this, even 5 average knights can't take down. That's some serious power. How are they gonna handle thing this tough? Everyone's shook. Why is a beast this strong popping up here when usually it's just weak F rank ones? They're digging into it, but reinforcements from nearby villages. Yeah, that's going to take 20 days because of the huge area they've got to cover. Can they hold out that long against this monster? The knights are apologizing, promising to speed things up and patrol the forest harder, asking everyone to hang tight until help arrives. Meanwhile, someone's curious about the beast's name, thinking they might figure something out using knowledge from a game. Then, out of nowhere, they spot a kid and ask, "Is that Sir Roy's son? Who's this boy, and why is he catching their eye?" Len's getting hyped up with a, "That's awesome." And someone's like, "Yeah, that's him." Len say hi to the captain of the knights. Len's totally caught off guard, going, "Huh? The captain?" Turns out this guy's the top dog, the highest ranked knight in the whole territory. What's gonna happen when Len meets this big shot? Turns out Len's just 10 years old, same as the lady. But get this, He's a skill bearer, whatever that means, and it sounds dope. The captain's even thinking he'd test Len's sword skills if they'd met under different circumstances. Man, what kind of hidden talent does Len have up his sleeve? Things are ramping up as someone says, "We'll get busier starting today," while hoping Len stays safe. Len's curious, asking to see the beast's wanted notice, but they shut him down with a nope, don't worry about it until D rank. And anyway, I'll handle this beast myself. Who's this confident person, and are they really going to take it down solo? Len's freaking out, stammering. By yourself? He knows this guy's strong, but stronger than 5 knights combined. Someone else chimes in. Yeah, that's why I've never beaten him even before you were born. And now they're planning to hunt more prey to prep. What kind of beast hunt are they gearing up for? They're talking strategy now. These little boars in the area have tasty meat, and some beasts show up just to snack on them. The plan? Cut down the boar numbers so the big bad beast stays away. They're cool with it, saying they just need to check for tracks and droppings in the nearby forest trails. Will this plan actually keep the danger at bay? Things are getting intense for Len's dad. After the night's warning, he's switched from morning hunts to hitting the forest in the afternoon, pushing all the way until sunset. That's a risky schedule with a beast on the loose. How long can he keep this up without running into trouble? Len's worried, asking his dad, "Don't you think you're overworking yourself lately?" Dad admits it's true but says he'll rest after the beast situation cools off. He's apologetic, though both he and Mom are swamped handling hunted boars, and they don't want the meat to spoil while Len's sword training takes a backseat. Man, the pressure's building. How's this gonna play out? Len gets a thanks for helping your mom, and there's this heartfelt moment where they hope nothing messes up their peaceful life of over 10 years. Then, in a funny twist, Len's like, "Dad, don't fall asleep in the bath." And Dad just goes, "Whoops." Gotta wonder if this calm vibe is about to get shattered. Time skips forward 10 days pass and it's night now, but Len's dad still hasn't come back from the hunt. Len's getting worried, asking his mom, "Don't you think it's getting late already?" The tension's real. What's happened to his dad out there? Len's ready to roll, shouting, "Then I'm going too." But his mom shuts it down hard. "You can't, it's dark and dangerous." She decides to check on Dad herself, but Len's not having it, insisting it's too risky for her to go alone. Then she admits, "Sometimes I'm scared thinking about the day he'll get badly hurt." Man, the fear's hitting hard. What's waiting for them outside? They're out in the pitch-black night now, and Len's like, "It's so dark, I can barely see anything." Realizing this is his first time outside after dark. His mom warns him, "Be careful where you step, that's the forest entrance." She points out a faint light ahead, saying it's the torches on the bridge. What's lurking beyond that light in the forest? They're near the bridge now, and Len's mom says, "You hear that water flowing? Don't fall into the river, it splits the forest." She adds they can only go this far because beasts are beyond the bridge, and Len stutters. I will, as his eyes start adjusting to the dark. What's waiting just past this point? A wave of relief hits as Len spots his dad and shouts, "I'm glad you're okay, Father." But hold up, something feels off. Is he really okay, or is there more to this reunion? Something's wrong. Len's like, "Why is he in that kind of place?" His mom yells, "Len, stay here. Wait for me," as she rushes forward, shouting, "Are you okay, dear?" The panic's real. What's happened to Len's dad? Whoa, what's this? We've got a straight-up intense moment here, and I'm not gonna spoil the visual, just know the stakes are through the roof. Is Len's dad gonna make it, or is this beast about to change everything? And that's it for Chapter 2 of Mastermind Story, fam. What a cliffhanger. We're left hanging until January for the next drop. And I'm dying to know what happens next with Len and his family. Smash that like button if you're as hyped as I am, subscribe for more recaps, and let me know in the comments what you think about this beast threat.